Thousands of people had been following Jesus across hills and valleys, drawn to his teachings, his love, and the miracles he performed. They were weary from travel, hungry for physical food, and more importantly, hungry for hope, healing, and answers to life's struggles. Some had traveled for days, leaving their homes and work behind. Families walked together, children clinging to parents, the elderly supported by the crowd. Each person carried their own worries and pains, yet they came seeking something greater, glimpse of the divine guidance and comfort in a world full of hardship. That evening, as the sun began to dip behind the hills, the disciples realized that the crowd was vast, thousands of men, women, and children, and the day had passed without food. The disciples were worried. How could they possibly feed such a crowd with only 5 loaves and 2 fish? The disciples approached Jesus. "Send the people away so they can buy food in nearby villages," they suggested, concern in their voices. Jesus looked upon the crowd with calm and compassion, then turned to the disciples. "Equals, you give them something to eat," he said. The disciples were shocked. They looked at each other, counted their meager supplies, and whispered in disbelief. 5 loaves, 2 fish, how could that possibly feed thousands? Their minds were trapped in limitation, while Jesus' vision stretched beyond human understanding. Jesus instructed the crowd to sit down on the grass in groups. Men, women, and children arranged themselves carefully. The disciples began organizing the crowd, wondering silently how this small offering could ever be enough. Jesus took the 5 loaves and 2 fish, looked toward heaven, and gave thanks. The moment was quiet, yet powerful, a spiritual pause, a moment of gratitude and connection to the divine. Then he began to break the bread, handing it to the disciples to distribute. As the disciples began handing out the bread and fish, the crowd's astonishment grew. Everyone received their portion. People looked at each other, amazed to see that the food never ran out. Families shared quietly, children laughed with delight, and the elderly were grateful for the unexpected meal. Some whispered to neighbors, "Surely, this is a miracle." Others debated quietly among themselves, trying to explain what they were seeing. But no words could fully capture the moment. This was beyond human comprehension. Whispers spread through the crowd. "Who is this man? Could he be the Son of God? I have never seen such a thing." Meanwhile, the disciples were still in awe. Some questioned, "How can this be?" Others reflected quietly on Jesus' words about faith and abundance. The atmosphere was a mixture of disbelief, joy, and reverence. People began to feel something deeper than satisfaction. They felt hope renewed in their hearts. This story is not only about feeding hungry bodies. It is about seeing need, acting with love, and trusting in divine abundance. Jesus teaches us that when we offer what we have with faith, even the smallest contribution can create extraordinary impact. Faith transforms limitation into possibility. Compassion turns simple actions into miracles. Gratitude unlocks unseen blessings. This moment illustrates that love and trust, combined with action, are powerful forces in the world. The miracle of feeding the 5,000 reminds us that abundance is not measured by what we have, but by the love and intention behind our actions. Scarcity exists only in the mind. Faith and generosity create real abundance. When we share from the heart, when we give selflessly, we invite the universe to respond in ways we cannot imagine. Even the smallest acts of kindness can ripple outward, changing lives and inspiring others. In our own lives, we face challenges that seem impossible. Financial struggles, emotional emptiness, loneliness, or fear of the unknown can feel overwhelming. Yet, the story of Jesus feeding the 5,000 reminds us, even with little, miracles can happen. Share what you have: time, love, resources, or skills. Act with compassion, faith, and gratitude. The universe responds, multiplying our efforts beyond what we imagine. A small act of kindness can have far-reaching effects in ways we cannot always see. This miracle also teaches the power of gratitude. Jesus looked to heaven and gave thanks before distributing the loaves and fish. Gratitude opens the door for blessings to flow. When we appreciate what we have, no matter how small, it becomes enough. Gratitude, combined with faith and action, is a key to unlocking abundance in every area of life, material, emotional, and spiritual. Just as the small loaves and fish fed thousands, a grateful heart can transform ordinary moments into extraordinary miracles. Thousands were fed that day, not by human power alone, but through faith, compassion, and love. The miracle of Jesus feeding the 5,000 continues to inspire us today. Remember, no act of kindness is too small. No challenge is too great. When we trust in God, act with love, and share what we have, abundance and miracles are always within reach. Let this story inspire you to walk in faith, to give generously, and to trust in the endless. Like and subscribe for more real stories. Comment Amen if this story inspired you to be a good human being.